Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate, and if it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to get angel answers. We're going to start with an overall energy for that. We're going to get animal oracle cards, and we're going to look at what you may be struggling at within the relationship or within yourself. We have the current energies as what you may need to look at or what you're feeling, and then we have future energies for energies that may possibly come in for you. All right, and then we're going to get some tarot, which I have my Green Witch Tarot here, and then we'll get some clarifiers and close out with an oracle. So we got a lot going on here. I did update my links down below, so there is a link for the Green Witch Tarot or any of the other cards that I use. Just expand the menu down below and the link should be right there. All right, so let's get Angel Answers card for what is going on with Capricorn in love life. In love, could be the relationship with yourself, with others. Oh, very important. Communicate clearly. That is definitely important within a relationship. Communicate clearly. Making sure that the other person understands what it is that you are trying to communicate to them. But first you have to figure out what it is that you want to say and making sure that you are clear on what it is you want to talk about. All right, so let's get some animal oracle. So what you may be struggling with. Oh, I love it. So pretty, the butterfly. Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. Okay, so what you may be struggling with is that transformation of being able to feel like you can communicate clearly and fully express yourself and talk to the other person about everything that you're feeling and not kind of paring it down or cutting pieces out or saying, well, I don't want to say everything, I just want to say a bit, and making sure that you're clear in what it is that you want to say. And that transformation is being able to be in that energy is like, yeah, I want to be able to communicate. Current energies, we have lay a solid foundation, because communication is key in any type of relationship, whether it's with a friendship or a partnership, a family member. Communicating clearly lays a solid foundation. Future energies, make your dreams real. What is it that dreams that you want to have? Is it new relationships that you're coming into? Is it readjusting current relationships where you want to have those stronger relationships and bonds with people around you? And then for the bottom of the deck, we have Elephant Spirit. Learn from the past. Love that. Learning from your past. And those things that you've done in the past, that maybe where you've been in relationships where you've swept things under the rug and you're like, you know what? Every time I tried to do that so that I wasn't causing an issue, that ended up causing a bigger issue in the future. Because if there's something that's going on and I didn't want to deal with it, I just thought maybe it would go away, and it didn't. So I just feel like within this reading, it's that communication within you and your partner or whoever this person may represent. Could be the communication that you have from yourself is that maybe you have something going on or something that's bothering you and you don't want to face it and you don't want to deal with it, but then that just keeps building and it starts to affect the different areas of your life, and you're like, you know what, I really have to deal with this situation because I feel like it's affecting different areas of my life, and I don't want it to be this cloud hanging over my head any longer. And learning from the past that, hey, sweeping it under the rug really doesn't do me any good. It makes the problem bigger. We have to have those conflicts. You have to have those moments where you have those conversations and those, those disagreements, but then you work together and you figure those things out. All right, Six of Swords. Feeling more grounded, feeling calmer because you're able to be in this energy of where you're able to communicate better. We have Six of Wands, which is having those supportive people around you that are cheering you on and saying, yes, we love this transformation. We love this butterfly spirit. We love how you're changing and you're communicating clearly and you're speaking up for yourself and feeling happy and feeling successful and having that forward progress. Love that. Knight of Pentacles is slow, steady progress. This is something that that takes some time. Any sort of transformation takes some time. And it can also, if it's within a current love relationship that you feel that, hey, communication is lacking, but I have to look at the communication that I'm giving to this person. Am I being clear about what I'm telling them? You know, am I thinking one thing, feeling another thing, but I'm communicating another thing, and I'm not being clear, that I'm not being true to how I feel. I'm not speaking my truth, that I'm kind of, you know, maybe sugarcoating things or making things seem like they're not as important as they really are to me, and really speaking your truth and looking at that and saying, well, what is that energy? What am I putting out towards my partner or this person? And that takes some time to lay this solid foundation. If the things are changing, right? If you're transforming, you're changing, and you're starting to lay that solid foundation, that's slow, steady progress towards positive, but it's good, and it lays that solid foundation. Queen of Pentacles, I feel like feeling more grounded, feeling like, yeah, it's okay, like I can do it. But I also feel like with her sitting on the bench by herself, is that if you need to take that time to yourself and kind of think about, well, what does that solid foundation mean to me? What does that mean? That can mean lots of different things to different people, but what does it mean to you? And how can you achieve it? And learning from the past of those things that you did and did not do. Love that. 2 of Cups, relationships. I feel like it's the relationship that you have with yourself, the relationship that you have with other people, feeling happy, feeling intertwined, feeling connected, celebrating, feeling happy about it, that feeling more grounded. So laying that solid foundation in your relationships, and having those solid foundations in the relationships that you have around yourself makes you feel better. Makes you feel like, okay, if there's some challenges that come ahead, I know that I have all of this support around me for these people that are looking out for me and that care for me. And I have this solid foundation that if things get a little shaky, that I will get through it. Knight of Cups, reaching out and communicating clearly, okay? Wheel, change, time for change. Time for change, learning from the past, and time for change, and making your dreams real. What are your dreams? What do you want to have happen? We have 3 of Wands, perfect, looking towards that future. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to travel? Where do you want to be within this relationship? Where do you see yourself in this relationship? And how can you make sure that you are on that right path to make those dreams real? And I love this card with the King of Cups, and he definitely has abundance, and he's happy, right? He has a big smile on his face. He has his feast. He has his flowers. He has all the bees around him. He has everything that he wants. And that is you, and looking towards that future, and what are those things? There you go, Queen of Wands. What are those actions that you can take to make that happen, right? You have to take actions to make these things happen. Oh, I love it. Lovers, relationships, connections, 2 becoming 1, working together, seeing eye to eye, learning and growing and evolving in relationships. And again, that can be the relationship with yourself or with your partner or friends or family. And I love it because we have the Lovers and we have the 2 of Cups. All right, so let's get some more. I just feel like it's this beautiful transformation within you and your relationships. And sometimes that can become overwhelming, but just learning and growing from it and seeing things from a different perspective and being open to looking at things from a different perspective and actually taking the actions to make those changes as how can we change that and achieve that. All right, working on it, work, love it. 3 of Pentacles, working. You have to work at this. That's exactly what I was saying, is that relationships take work. And sometimes when you feel like everything's going along good, then something may happen and there's that argument and that disagreement and you're butting heads and you're not seeing eye to eye, but you're communicating clearly and you're working through this together as a team, right? We have the Queen of Cups, emotions and feelings, and feeling different, feeling successful, feeling happy, feeling good, moving towards the positive, feeling confident, feeling grounded, feeling like you are ready to work on things, right? You're ready to work on things. You're ready to make this a success. Oh, look at that. The Emperor, Aries, okay? Feeling confident. I just feel like it's that confidence again and knowing the direction that you want to go, which I feel like goes back to that Three of Wands and knowing, okay, this is what I want to have happen. And this is where I want to see things going. And these are the actions that I'm going to do to make sure that this happens and give 100% and learn from the past. Having that faith and that belief. We have Taurus. That faith and that belief and that strength and that strong base. The Hierophant can also represent that really solid foundation. And I love how it's underneath that beaver card there, where you have that solid foundation that if you feel things will get rocky, you have that support of the people around you that care about you and that they will look out for you and that you can handle anything. But having that belief in yourself that you can make your dreams real and you can make things happen. We have the Page of Swords, ready to handle those tough decisions, those tough, like I said, there may be those arguments, right? That miscommunication, there may be those moments where you're going to butt heads or there's going to be some challenges, but you're like, yeah, I'm ready to face it. I can do it. I'm not going to sweep it under the rug like I used to. I'm going to deal with it even though I don't really want to and it's not fun, but I know that this is what helps to lay that solid foundation in a relationship and brings it into a better, stronger place. But having that confidence within yourself that, hey, I can handle things. I can make things happen. Feeling strong, feeling confident. Taking what it is, I feel like that goes learning from the past. Learn from those things and then leaving what does not work for you. If it's putting you in a negative place or you start to go in that negative place, that you catch yourself and you say, no, I'm not going down that path again, right? I don't want that to surface. I don't want to come to the forefront. And that you're true to how you feel, right? That if you feel a certain way, that you're speaking that you're communicating clearly and you're not saying, no, I'm fine, I'm okay, when really you're not. That you are saying, you're not being deceptive to yourself, that you're being true to how you're feeling and you're being true in your communication so that you're communicating clearly and the person understands what it is that you have to say. And if you have to step away, sometimes when there's arguments or disagreements, it's like you just want to fire back. But then it's like once that you've already fired that, like you can't take that back. So it's best to, do you need to step away? Do you need to think about things before you react to things, right? That maybe that's something new that you've learned that's, coming in for you, is that, okay, instead of me just reacting, that I'm going to step away, I'm going to step back, I'm going to think about things before I take actions to say anything. Oh, and look at that. I love that, the Nine of Pentacles. And that's what makes it rewarding, is because, hey, I've stepped away, I've processed my thoughts, I've written down what I need to write, I've worked through what I need to write, and then I can communicate clearly rather than just talking when I'm angry and I'm firing things at that person. Oh, Nine of Cups. All right, I've done 3 readings today. All 3 readings today have Nine of Cups in them. I love it. Love reading has Nine of Cups. Wishes, dreams, whatever that may represent for you. Especially with the Lovers and the Two of Cups, those relationships really that are fulfilling for you, because cups are emotions and feeling, that those relationships that are fulfilling and happy and make you feel supported, make you feel grounded, gives you that strength to make your dreams real, whatever those are outside of the relationship, and feeling happy about that transformation within yourself, that, yeah, I can do this, I can handle this, I can be in the Six of Wands energy. It's going to be emotional. You're going to have these ups and downs, but the final card we had was the Nine of Pentacles, and it's the rewards of those, right? Keeping yourself in those energy, like I said before, having those tools where if you feel those times when you feel weak or you feel like not as confident or strong, what are those tools that you have that can lift you back up, right? That can get you back in that energy, whether it's journaling, writing down your irritations or your frustrations, or journaling and writing down all of those positive things that you have. If it's people that you need to talk to that help lift you up, if it's maybe tarot readings that you've kind of saved in a folder so that those days that you're struggling, you can re-listen to those and be in that energy, or is it those positive motivational quotes or sayings, or that website that reminds you, just keep going, hang in there. All right, so I'm feeling like fortune reading card. So let's close out with that. World, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. The world is yours, right? Be open to all possibilities, whatever they may be. And you never know where that's going to lead you, right? You never know where that's going to take you. And to not immediately say no. Obviously, if it's something that you really don't feel comfortable with, obviously say no. But if it's something that seems intriguing or you want to explore, go ahead and explore it. You never know where that will lead you. Learning from the past. Maybe in the past you shut everything down, but now you're like, you know what? I'm going to be open to the possibilities. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.